BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So it looks like Google could be working on a new option and setting that's going to help you change and make it a lot simpler and easier to set the Chrome web browser as your default web browser on both Windows 10 and 11 in the future. Now, this change was spotted by Leo over on Reddit, and it seems that Google is working on a new option to set the browser as your default browser directly from the browser settings page. So if we just head to that page, head to settings, default browser, on the default browser page currently in Google Chrome, if you haven't set the browser as your default browser, you will see a toggle and a switch here called set default. Now, as you can see, I've already set my Chrome browser as my default browser, but if you haven't and want to change Chrome to your default browser on both Windows 10 and 11, you will see a little tab and switch called set default, and when you click on that currently, it will direct you over on both Windows 10 and 11 to the default apps page, where you will have to set the browser and change the browser to your default web browser using the Windows settings on the default apps page on both Windows 10 and 11. Now, this change was spotted over on Chromium Gerrit, and there's a new commit in Gerrit, which if we just head to, says add ability to set the default browser directly in Windows 10. Now, that obviously also can be and means Windows 11. And according to this new commit, it looks like the Chromium team is working on a new option that's going to let you set the browser within the browser itself to become and change the browser as your default browser on both Windows 10 and 11 in the future. And this is already a change that Firefox has made a while back, where you can change Firefox to your default web browser without having to go to the Windows settings. So it looks like Google may not want to be left in the dark, so to speak, and is following suit and bringing the same change to the Chrome web browser in the future. Now, what this will mean, if we just head back to the settings default browser page, in the future, if this change does roll out, when you come back here and you click on set default without navigating to the default apps page on both Windows 10 and 11, what will happen? The browser will be set directly as your default browser straight from this page, as mentioned, without having to do that from the settings default browser settings page on both Windows 10 and 11. And it's still early days, so this is only a new commit in Gerrit. So this is something that Google could possibly start working on and is working on, but it is early days, and if any new information comes to light or anything does change, I will post accordingly. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.